Om Shri Matre Namaha. Navaratra celebration at Sharada Prabha was divided into two aspects. The first aspect was contemplative or meditative, and the second aspect was social with an activist streak. The meditation guided students to find Durga within by feeling Durga Kavach or the armor of Durga around them, protecting them and empowering them, filling them with courage to face life's challenges and fears. The second aspect was a group activity where students came together and brainstormed solutions for a social problem in our times today, plastic pollution. Just like in the days of yore, the gods assembled and brainstormed a solution, namely created Durga to destroy Mahishasura, the buffalo demon. In the same way, students came together and found possible solutions to the problem of plastic. May we all find Durga within and destroy the Mahishasura within in the form of laziness and greed, and the Mahishasura outside in society in the form of pollution and social evils.
शिखरि शिरोमणि तुंग हिमालय शृंग निजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधु कैटभगञ्जिनि रासरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. जय माता दी. So welcome everyone on this auspicious occasion of Maha Ashtami. We are on the 8th day of the Navaratra. How many days are there in Navaratra? Yes? Excellent. 9 days. So Nava is 9 in Sanskrit. Ratra is night. So the 9 nights of the goddess. The goddess fought Mahishasura, the demon, for 9 nights. And so this is celebrated as Navaratra. Do you know how many Navaratras are there in the year? Yes? No, there are 9 nights, but how many times does it come in every year? 2, yeah. There are 2 main Navaratras. So the 2 main Navaratras come, if you know the seasons, so here we begin in January. So for 6 months, so each season has 2 months, right? So we begin in January and up till June. So 6 months, this is Uttarayan. That is, what is Uttar? Uttar is which direction? North, excellent. So the sun is moving up north. And so the sun is becoming stronger. So if the sun is becoming stronger, will it become hot or cold? Hot. So the sun becomes stronger, stronger, stronger. And in June, the sun is the strongest. And after that, from June, is Dakshinayan. So that is, the sun starts moving towards Dakshin, towards south. So it starts becoming cooler. So when it's very hot, do you have more energy or you get tired? Tired, right? So here, the energy of all living beings. We are also living beings. Are we living beings? Yes? So if all living creatures goes down in Uttarayan. And in Dakshinayan, their energy increases, okay? Because it becomes cooler, the temperature becomes cooler. So, people generally fast during the Navaratras. Do you know anyone who fasts during Navaratras? Does anyone at home fast? Does your mother or father fast? Mother, excellent. So, why do we fast? See, if you see here, there are 2 Navaratras, as you said. Do you know which seasons they come in? So you have the Shishir, then you have Vasant, you have Grishma, Varsha, Sharad and Hemant. Which Navratra is this? This is the Sharad Navratra. And then you have the Vasant Navratra. So this comes in the month of October, sometimes September, late September or October, and this comes in the month of March or April. So this is Vasant. Vasant, you know which is the Vasant Ritu? What happens in Vasant? It's the spring season. So there are lots of flowers, right, in the spring season. And this is autumn or fall, this current season we are in now. So the leaves start falling. That's why it's called fall, the season of fall. And in spring, everything springs. So there's flowers everywhere. So in Ayurveda, they say that Roganam Sharadi Mata Pitacha Kusumakara. So Roganam Sharadi Mata. Who is the mother season of all disease? Sharad Ritu. And Pitacha Kusumakara. Who is the father of disease? Kusumakara. What is Kusum? Kusum is flower. So which is the season of flowers? Spring season. So Kusumakar is the father. So spring season is the father of all diseases, and Sharad Ritu, autumn season, is the mother of all diseases. So there are so many diseases in these two seasons. And the Navratras come in these two seasons. So the mother, the Devi, she comes to protect us from all these illnesses. So we celebrate, we pray to her during the Navratra. And as you said, people fast during the Navratra. So why do we fast? Because see, if you see here, the seasons are changing. This is winter, then spring, after spring, summer. After summer, what comes? Which is the season? Monsoon, the rainy season. And then the current season we are in now, Sharad, and then winter will set in. Okay? So this goes on. And then so the season here is changing from winter to summer, from cold to hot in spring. Similarly here, what is going to come after this? Winter. So it's changing from hot to cold. From here it's changing from cold to hot, and there it's changing from hot to cold. So whenever there's a change of season, people fall sick, right? So there's a change and there's a lot of illness. So if you see here, this is from cold to hot, so people fall sick. The spring is the season which is called the father of all illnesses. And this season, Sharad Ritu, or autumn season, fall season, is the mother of all illnesses. So these two seasons, when there is a change from hot to cold or cold to hot, we fall sick. That is why we fast during the Navratras. So, because there's a change of season and there is a tendency to fall sick, so if we have to keep our digestive fire strong. So if we fast, then all the old garbage inside will get digested by the digested fire. Okay? So, after we have fasted for 8 days, then our digestive fire is strong. So then we want to eat something good. So what is a good thing to eat? Cookies? Ice cream? Pizza? No? Then what do you think we should eat? We should dal chawal. But after fasting for 8 days, I want to eat something good, something interesting. Fruits, very good. Laddoo, that's what we're going to make today. So after this, winter will set in, and as we said, then after this period, the digestion becomes very strong. So then we need to eat, and we fasted for 8 days. So today we are going to prepare laddoos, healthy snack. So whenever you feel like eating, you don't munch on chips or cookies, but you eat healthy laddoos. So let us look at the ingredients. So who can tell me what is this? Yes? Very good. These are til or sesame seeds. Palaknam, can you write on the board? Sesame seeds. So these are sesame seeds. They are very rich in calcium. And calcium makes what? What does calcium make? Strong bones, right? And so now you're growing in height, so you want to have strong bones, so we need calcium. So sesame seeds are very rich in calcium. So we put sesame seeds, then we use, what is this? This is Singdana. Yes, so that's groundnut. Groundnut or peanut. It looks like a pea, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a pea? It looks like a pea, so it's called a, but it's a nut. So it's called a peanut. It's also called groundnut. Why? Because it grows under the ground. Have you seen a groundnut tree? Is it a tree? It's a plant. It's a small plant. And usually the fruit of the plant is on the stem, but the groundnut grows in the root. So you have to pull it out from the ground, and the roots have groundnuts. Have you seen that? No? Okay, we'll show you one day. So then you have to open the root. You have to first wash it because there's mud on it, and then in that you get inside that you get groundnut. So that's why it's called groundnut, because it grows inside the ground. What is this? English? Yes? Almonds, very good. So these are almonds. So what do they look like? Do they look like my eyes? It has the same shape. So they're very good for the eyes. So the almonds, they are very good for the eyes. They have an oil which is called omega-3 fatty acid. What is it called? Omega-3 fatty acid, which is very good for the eyes. So it helps good eyesight. Okay? What are these? Yes. So these are cashew nuts. This also has a very peculiar feature. Does anyone know? Yes? Okay. Stomach, yeah, okay, yeah, it's kind of like the stomach. So, just like groundnut grows inside the ground, you know what is the peculiarity of a cashew nut? How does it grow? Have you seen? No, it's not in the fruit. All the seeds are inside the fruit, right? Have you seen seeds of an apple inside an apple? Yes? Have you seen the pit or the seed of the mango inside the mango? Yes? But this cashew, it grows outside the fruit. So the seed is stuck outside the fruit. Right? So this is cashew nut. And what is this? No, what is this? Yes, this is pistachio. So pistachio, so we have all these nuts. So all these nuts contain oil. Okay? So if you have a crusher, a grinder, and you crush these nuts, if you crush this, what will come out? Oil. So you get groundnut oil, moongfali ka tel, and then you can cook your vegetables in that. Similarly, you get almond oil, and it's very good for the brain and for the eyes. You can put a few drops in your nose and inhale it, and it's good for the brain, good for the hair, good for your eyes. And similarly, cashew nuts and pistachios. So all these things have oil, which is very healthy, which is good for our brain, which is good for our joints. You know, like we have these joints. Everyone has joints. So have you seen your mother put some oil in the hinges of the door? Right? In the hinges of the door, you have to put oil. Similarly, there is natural oiling in all our joints. So if we eat all these nuts, our joints become strong and well oiled, right? So, and til or sesame seeds also have oil. Have you heard of til oil? or sesame oil, right? So this is also excellent for the hair, for the heart and the skin. So all these things have oil and they give us strength. Now, to add some taste, we will add, what is this? Jaggery. So we will add jaggery, and jaggery is sweet. And what is the goodness of jaggery? Why is it better than sugar? Yes? Sugar is also made out of sugar cane juice. Yes. So when we prepare sugar out of sugar cane juice, lot of chemicals are added. So those are very harmful for the body. Whereas when we prepare jaggery, there is no chemical addition. And also because it is cooked in large iron pots. You know what is iron? Iron? Loha. Have you seen an iron pot, an iron kadai? It's black in color. So it's cooked in that. So all the iron from the pot also comes in the jaggery. So it gives us iron. And iron is good for? It is good for building blood, right? For our RBCs, red blood cells. So if we eat iron, we get good hemoglobin or good blood. So that's why it's good to have jaggery instead of sugar, right? The sugar contains chemicals and it makes our bones very weak, whereas jaggery contains iron and it increases our blood. So we will add all these things and prepare laddoos. So first, we have to pound the nuts because they are big, and so we'll pound them into small pieces, and then we will mix them all along with the jaggery and make tiny laddoos. So you see Palak ma'am, she's going to take a few nuts of all, and in the end, I didn't show you this. What's this? Yeah, this is chana. So this is roasted chickpeas. So how is it different? Can anyone tell me what's different? All these contain, what do they contain? Oil. And this doesn't contain oil. So if you have a cough or a cold like I have right now, then you cannot eat all these things because it has oil and it will increase your cough. So then you should eat chana, roasted chickpeas. And that will help you settle the cough and cold. Okay? So whoever has a cough and cold will not eat all these laddoos. He will have only chana with me. Okay? So we'll pound all these nuts. And after we pound them into tiny pieces, then we will add a little jaggery and bind them with our hands into small laddoos. Okay? Have you all washed your hands? Excellent. So, see how it's being done, and then you'll all make these laddoos. So you take the crushed nuts and mix the jaggery and then you roll it into tiny balls like this. They look yummy, but I can't have them because I have a cough. Look how tasty it looks. They really look yummy. Who wants to have them? Okay, so let's prepare them first.
Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandanute Girivara Vindhya Shirodhini Vasini Vishnu Vilasini Jishnunute Bhagavati Heshiti Kanta Kutumbini Puri Kutumbini वर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करतोषिणि कल्मषमोषिणि घोषरते तनुजनिरोषिणि दिविसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते मयि जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वनप्रियवासिनि हासरते शिखरि शिरोमणि तुङ्ग हिमालय शृङ्ग निजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधुकैटभगञ्जिनि कैटभभञ्जिनि रासरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते शतखण्ड विखण्डित रुण्ड विकुण्डित शुण्ड गजाधिपते रिपुगज गण्ड विदारण चण्ड पराक्रम शुण्ड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दण्ड निपातित खण्ड विपातित मुण्ड भटाधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
Who ate the laddus? Ate? Oh my God. That was a trick question. Who ate them? Did anybody eat them? You ate them? So then why are you using your hand? Whoever ate them is not going to get them at the end. Who wants to eat them? Okay, that's the proper answer. So, you all made, was it fun to make the laddus? Okay. So in order to eat them, first we have to offer them to the goddess. Whose painting do you see here and here? Durga Mata, correct. Goddess Durga. Durga is another name for goddess. Goddess means she who gives us strength, power, energy. Right? Who wants to feel energetic? Only one person out of all of them. Somebody is raising their ID. Okay. All of you want to feel energetic. Nobody wants to feel tired. Nobody wants to get sick. But for that, we need the protection of the goddess. So first we have to find her. We have to find the goddess. Where are we going to find her? In temples, where? We can find her in a temple. Where else can we find her? We can find her in photographs, correct? Where else? Everywhere. Oh my God. I didn't expect that answer. So in order to find her everywhere, first where do we have to find her? Inside us. Excellent. Round of applause for all of you. In order to find the goddess everywhere, first you have to find her inside yourself. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go on a journey. We'll hear a story about the goddess. When we hear the story, we'll know how to find her. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Whose painting is that? Somebody else? Indra. Indradev. Indra is the king of the gods, king of the devas. Where do devas live? Up in the sky. You see how he's riding an elephant. Is the elephant on the land or in the sky? It's a flying elephant, correct. So Indra lives in the sky. He is a sky god. And what do we get from the sky? Exactly, excellent. We get rain. So he has in his hand a thunderbolt. Have you seen lightning? It's loud. And after lightning, usually there is rainfall. So he is responsible for rain. And that white elephant is let me ask a question. What do we see before rainfall? What do we see in the clouds? What do we see in the sky? I kind of said that by mistake. Not rainbow. Clouds. Yeah, so that white elephant symbolizes clouds in the sky. So Indra is riding the clouds, and with his thunderbolt called Vajra, he bestows rain on earth. Now, devas, there are many devas, like Agni, fire, Vayu is what? What is Vayu? Yeah, air, correct. Wind, Varuna, water. So there are many devas, all the natural elements that you see. And then they are constantly in battle with what are known as asuras. So if we go to the next slide, here's an example of an asura. If devas live in the sky, where do asuras live? Patal. Where is Patal? Underground. So devas in the sky, asuras underground. Asuras are known as demons, okay? Loose translation. And they're brothers. And they're always fighting. Sound familiar? Two siblings always fighting. Brother and brother. Should they be fighting? Is it appropriate for them to fight? Yes or no? It's appropriate. Is it okay for them to fight? Is it a good thing to fight? No. But why do they fight? Because they don't want to share what they have. Devas and asuras are always in a battle because they don't want to share whatever they have, and therefore they keep fighting. So there was a fight like that long time ago, where an asura known as, written here on the slide, can somebody read it? Mahishasura. Mahishasura conquered all the devas in the battle. He was so strong, so powerful, so invincible, nobody could defeat him, that he waged a battle against the devas and defeated all of them single-handedly. What was so special about him? The special thing about him was that he had attained a boon. What does a boon mean? Vardhan, like a blessing from Brahma, from God, creator Brahma. He had done a lot of penance, like that. He sat up straight. Yeah. Sat up straight and didn't move for hundreds of years and just meditated. Why? Because he wanted to please Brahma, to get a boon, to become immortal. Can somebody explain me what immortal means? Immortal and invincible. What does immortal mean? Let's write those words. Immortal. What does mortal mean? So let's think. 5 years ago, were you younger than what you are now, or older? Older. So as time passes, what happens to the body? It grows. And then, have you seen old people? What happens to them? What happens to their body? Does it gain strength or does it become weak? It becomes weak. It starts getting diseases. And then finally what happens? The body becomes very weak and eventually it dies. That's the cycle of any living being. Right? We just talked about living beings in the previous session. So any living being goes through the cycle. It is born, it grows, it changes, it decays and dies. Okay? Mahishasura wanted to escape this cycle. He wanted to be immortal while being in the body. Is it possible? Is it possible? Have you ever seen somebody who's been living for thousands of years? If you ask somebody, how old are you? How old are you? Somebody raise your hand and tell me. 8. Yuktesh? 7. Viva? 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have you seen 20-year-olds? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? No? Okay, there are some who can live till 100. What about 120? 200, 300. Have you seen anybody like that? No. Nobody's immortal. He wanted to be immortal, meaning his age would be, if somebody asked him, what is your age? He would say, thousands of years. I've just been living. But that's not possible. But he wanted to do the impossible. And he wanted to be invincible. Meaning, if he fights with somebody, nobody should be able to defeat him. So he's immortal and invincible. Does that make sense? Immortal means living forever. Invincible means no one can defeat him. Right? No one can defeat him in any battle or war. Meaning he's always number one. He wants to be always number one and wants to live forever. That's impossible. Sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. Does somebody win all the time in all the competitions? No. He wanted to win all the time. So because he wanted to do the impossible, he prayed a lot. And he pleased Brahma. And Brahma said, okay, I cannot make you immortal, but ask for something else. So he looked around and saw that all the men, all the boys, all the men are powerful. But the girls are, say that again, say it loudly. Weak. That's what he thought, that girls are weak. So he said that, okay, only a girl, only a woman can defeat me or kill me. Nobody else. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to trick Brahma. Because he knows that women are weak. So then he'll be immortal and invincible. Brahma says, okay. So now he has power. He goes and conquers the devas, like you saw in the previous slide, right? Indra and all the devas. So he has Surya with him, Chandra, moon with him, Surya is sun. He has Agni with him, fire. He has Varuna with him, water. He has Vayu with him, wind. He captures all of them and makes them like prisoners. He keeps them captive. He's the boss, he's the king of all three worlds. Now he has, where do asuras live? Patal, underground. But now he has conquered the sky as well. And in between sky and underground is the earth. So he has conquered all three worlds. Underground, ground, and above the ground. Okay? All three worlds belong to, who do they belong to now? What's his name? Mahishasura. They belong to Mahishasura now. Is that a good society? Where a monster like a demon rules the kingdom? Do you want to live under demonic rule? Nobody wants to live under demonic rule. So all the gods started crying. And they thought, what can we do? So they went and prayed. Who are they praying to on the left side? See all the gods there gathered. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody else? Somebody said it. Abhay? Where is Vishnu? On the right side. Okay, good. Who is on the left side? Mahadev, Shivji. Okay, so they're praying to Vishnu and Shiva. They pray to them because they are the supreme. They're the highest gods. Please help us. When you pray, what do you ask? For help, right? You ask for help. So they asked for help. Please help us. And Vishnu could not think of any answer because all the gods are men. Can you see any woman here? Do you see a Mataji here? Where? Acha. Oh, that's a good observation. So that's Lakshmi, correct. So but she is at his feet. So she is subordinate to him, okay, in this context. Do you see Durga here? And she is the main goddess. So where is she? Think. Yeah, but she's, right, she's everywhere, but she's not manifested. You don't see her. Correct. They are in the bodies of the devas. So in everyone's body, there is a tiny Durga, okay, in the form of light. Like right now, you know how our skin shines? Have you noticed that when you get weak or sick, you lose radiance, right? You're not shining. When you're healthy, you are shining. So there is that power in you. That power is Durga. So what do all the gods do? They gather in a circle, like how you just did. Right? Didn't you just do this for making the laddus? So the gods are also doing the same. They gathered in a circle, and what did they do? They looked inside and opened their eyes, and whatever light they had inside them, they contributed to the center. Okay, so let's say I have some light, you have some light. If we join both our lights, that light will that light be bigger than both our lights or smaller? Bigger. Why? Because are we adding all the lights or are we subtracting lights? We're adding. Right? Like when you work in a team, was it faster to work or slower? Why? Raise your hand and tell me. Why is it faster when everybody works together? Correct. Everyone helps, everyone puts forth their efforts, and therefore things happen faster. The product is better. So what do you have here? When all the lights are joined, so light of Vishnu plus light of Shiva plus light of who else? All the devas, tell me. Indra plus light of Brahma plus light of, what other gods did I just mention? Varuna, very good. Plus light of Agni, very good. Plus light of Vayu, plus light of, he said Varuna. Surya, sun, right? Plus light of Chandra, moon, correct. So all the devas gathered their lights, and from all the lights, meaning the sum of all the lights, emerged, now emerges Durga. Okay, she emerges in the center. She's the product of all the lights. So everyone has Durga in them, but when you combine the Durgas, you get a cosmic Durga. So does she have power? Yeah, she has infinite power. She has power of all the gods together. So then, as soon as she's created, there's a loud noise in the sky, like thunder, like a roar, like a lion roar. And what is she riding? What's her vehicle? Lion. So the lion roars, right? How does anybody know what a lion is called? What is he of the jungle? The king of the jungle. Strongest, mightiest, most powerful, most ferocious, roars like a king. So when the lion roared, everyone thought, oh my God, what's happening? Who has just been created? And Mahishasura looked here and there, because Mahishasura thought, I am the king. Who is this now? So he sends his people and says, go and look who that is. And they come back and tell him that it's not a man, it's a woman. Mahishasura says, I can't believe it, because woman cannot be powerful. So I will defeat her like that. It's just like an easy job. And Mahishasura is, if you can closely observe here, the top part is Asura, and what's the bottom part? Buffalo. Mahisha means buffalo, and Asura means demon. So he's a buffalo demon. Yeah, where? Half human and half buffalo. Have you seen somebody like this? No? If you saw somebody like that, what would you feel? Adha bhains, adha manushya. So he, by the way, does a lion eat a buffalo, or does a buffalo eat a lion? Lion eats a buffalo. So buffalo is scared of a lion. So now all of a sudden, Mahishasura has an opponent. He's scared of her because he's never seen a woman with how many arms? How many arms does Durga have? Count. Yeah, you said it. Say it again. 8, correct. 8 arms. And each arm has what? Some or the other, correct. Some or the other weapon. Astra or Shastra. Some weapon. Who gave her the weapons? All the gods, correct. So she is made of the light of all the gods plus the weapons of all the gods. Okay, so she is basically a product, a combination of all the gods. And she goes into battle with Mahishasura. Mahishasura tries to defeat her, tries to kill her, but remember his boon. He is, see, invincible. See. He's invincible, no one can defeat him. He thought nobody can defeat him. But here a woman is going to defeat him. And he thought he was immortal. He thought he was immortal because he said no woman can beat me. You know, no woman can kill me. But now what is going to happen? Does Durga have the power to kill him? Yes, because she has the power of all the gods. Okay, so nobody can do anything to Durga. So when she goes into battle, Mahishasura tries a trick. He changes his form. So he becomes a buffalo sometimes, becomes an asura sometimes, becomes a buffalo sometimes, becomes an asura sometimes, to confuse Durga. But Durga is not confused. She stays focused. She's riding the lion, which means she's disciplined. Okay? Can anybody else ride a lion? No? Has anybody seen a lion in a zoo? You've seen a lion? How is it big? Scary? Can you, have you tried? Well, in the zoo? So to ride a lion means she has so much power, she can tame a lion. Like how you domesticate a dog, like a pet dog. She has a pet lion. Okay? So that's how much power she has. So she's not distracted, and she impales him with her spear. And Mahishasura dies. That's the end of Mahishasura. And that's why we call Durga as Mahishasura Mardini. Remember that stotam? Mahishasura Mardini stotam. Can you chant that? Hey Giri Nandini Nandita Medi Vishwa Vinodini Nandinute Givaya Vindya Shirodini Vasi Vishnu Vilasini Jishnunute Bhagavati Heshiti Kantha Kutumbi Bhuri Kutumbini Bhurikte Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardin Ramya Kapadin Shaila Sute. That Mahishasura Mardini is because of this. That name, that epithet, that name that she got is because she slayed Mahishasura and made him one with her. That's the end of Mahishasura. Now let's look at the two aspects of Mahishasura. First, what is that? Which animal is that? Buffalo. What do you see? Somebody raise your hand and tell me, what do you see on the left, in the left photo? Yeah, the car is trying to drive, right? The driver in the car is trying to drive the car, and the road is supposed to be for vehicles. And the buffalo is sitting there and not moving. When the car honks, when the driver pushes the horn, rings the horn, still the buffalo doesn't move. What does that sound like? The buffalo is what? What does the buffalo have? What quality is that? Not moving, just sitting like this. Not even sitting straight, huh? Weakness, what else? Laziness. Okay, so let's look at the buffalo inside us. Do we sometimes get lazy? Yes. So is there Mahish in us? Is that the Mahishasura in us? Yeah. Laziness. Buffalo means laziness. And what's the other image? What do you see on this side? On the right side? You answered the first one. Somebody else? Go ahead, Pavitra. 3 buffaloes. Where are they? In a clean pond? Then? Yeah. They are in some kind of a swamp, which is, yeah, swamp, mud, but it's filthy, it's dirty, right? So sometimes do we get a little bit unclean? Who takes a shower every day, every morning? Okay. Oh, some people don't. Who doesn't take a shower? Who doesn't bathe in the morning? Is there anybody who doesn't bathe in the morning? Does this appear clean? Does the buffalo appear clean? No, it's dirty. So when we feel like that, when we leave our things here and there, in a mess, right? Untidy, unclean, when we don't clean ourselves, don't clean our surroundings, what is in us that is coming out? Mahisha, exactly. Kaya, did you get that? It's the Mahisha inside us that makes us untidy, disorganized. Okay, so uncleanliness. Mahisha plus Asura, Mahishasura. That's Asura. What do you see on the left side? These are all different forms of Asura. What do you see on the left side? Does he look calm? How does he look? Angry. Anger is Asura. And demonic quality. What else? He has horns. Does anybody here have horns? Why do Asura have horns? They're like buff. So they're all like animals. Right? Animals have horns. So they have a body that looks like a human body, but they have horns, meaning they have animal-like characteristics. Anger, they're always fighting, right? So violence, anger leading to violence. See that? Asuras, there's an Asura fighting with a Deva. Do you see that Deva on the left side? That's Indra with the Vajra, thunderbolt. So Asuras are always fighting. So they have anger. What else do they have? Like if they don't share, what quality is that? I have something I don't want to share. I want more and more and more and more. What word? Yeah, like a demon, like Mahishasura, wanting more and more. Greed. What were you going to say? Yes, exactly. So that's greed. To want more and more. Asuras want more and more. The greed in us. Like if we get one Laddoo, we're not satisfied. We want two. So then we want. And then we start fighting with somebody to get the fourth one. So that's, what is that in us? And that is represented by Mahishasura. Right? So anger, greed, what else? If somebody has it and we get jealous of him, we want that. That's called jealousy. So we fight with that person to get that. Jealousy. That's also Mahishasura. Okay, and then let's look at Durga. What's written up there? Durga equals Shakti. Shakti means power. So Durga means power. Strength. Understand strength? Inner strength. Like one is outer strength, physical strength, like you can lift up big rocks like Hanuman. And then there's inner strength, emotional strength to overcome difficulties. Who can tell me what courage is? Courage. Courage means, okay, to understand courage, let's understand fear. Fear means what? Yeah, fear means that you're scared of something. Okay, now tell me, sit straight and tell me, think first, feel first, and tell me, what are you scared of? Raise your hand and tell me. One by one. We'll take 5 answers, okay? Okay, Falak, you go first. Oh, wow, okay. Booth, she's scared of ghosts. Have you seen a ghost? Okay, so Falak is scared of ghosts. She's never seen a ghost, but she's scared of it. Veva? Insects, wow, okay. Darkness, okay. Pavita, what were you going to say? Oh, okay. Okay, she said, yeah, so death. What else? We all have the same fears, so don't worry. Everybody else here is invincible and immortal. Tell me, what else are you scared of? Think in your class if you're scared of something. Asuras. Okay. Demons. Lizard. Okay. It's a reptile, but yeah, yeah. Are you scared of anything? What? Booth. Same. Ghost. Harley? Ghost. Okay. Looks like there are a lot of ghosts here. Ghost. Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. What forms do ghosts take? So anything else, like in class? Are you scared of anything else? What are you scared of in class? Darkness, we got that. Samruddhi, you going to say something? Kaya? Spider, that's a big one. Yeah, a lot of people are scared of a spider. What about stage? Does anybody feel scared coming up on stage? If let's say there are 300 people here, what does it feel like inside the stomach? How does it feel? Yeah. So stage fear, right? Some people are fearful of stage. What about the mic? Who wants the mic? You want it? Who doesn't want the mic? Say, no, don't give me the mic. Some people are scared of the mic, right? Like public speaking. Some people cannot speak when there are a lot of people around. What about, let's think, participation? Like let's say teacher is asking a question. Sometimes do you feel scared to answer? What if it's a wrong answer, right? So fear of failure. When you're taking an exam, when you're preparing for an exam, do you feel scared? So fear of, what is it, Kripali? What is that fear? Fear of exams, fear of failure. What else? Let's say you want to go play with your friends. Are you afraid that sometimes they might say, no, don't play with us? Yeah, Sonali, you feel like that? What is that? Fear of rejection, right? You're not part of the group. So fear of rejection. What else? Oh, like that, okay. That's more like, okay, so fear of being caught. What else? Any other fears? Fear of police, yeah. Why are you doing something strange? Why? When will the police come? When you do something that's, yeah, not just strange, but something that's not legal. Good. You're afraid, okay, fear of theft. Okay, Viva? Okay, fear of misdeeds. So, fear of misdeed or the result of misdeeds? Result, right? If you do the wrong thing, then you'll get punishment. So, fear of punishment, correct? Oh my God. Fear of being kidnapped. Have you heard any story of? Yeah? Where? Who do you know somebody? Who? Where did you hear it? Where did you hear it? Somebody told you or you read it? Oh, on the mobile, okay. In the news? Oh, your father said that, okay. Okay, so in the news they report people who get kidnapped. Okay, so Gnan, there's so many fears, right? Gnan, there's so many fears around. So what or who can protect us? Think even further. Even more powerful than the God? Yeah. Okay, can I ask Nayan sir to please come with a blanket? Okay, see this? We're going to, it's more like a shawl, right? Does everybody have a shawl? Everyone has seen a shawl? In winter, we wear a shawl. Now, if he wraps it around himself, then what does he feel like? Cold or warm? Warm, because he's protected from the cold. Correct. Excellent. He's completely protected from all sides. This is called a kavach. Kavach means an armor. Okay, now, thank you so much. that Kavach, we don't have Durga Kavach as a physical Kavach. It's not like the shawl, like how Nayan showed you, a shawl. We don't have a shawl like that for Durga. So what do we have to do? Think. Yeah, pray. Okay, think deeper. What do we have to do? Pray, and what is going to be the Kavach? We have to protect our body and our mind. For Durga, what do we, good, for Durga, what do we say? For Durga, we have to invoke Durga. Correct. By meditating and praying, we invoke Durga. We ask her to create a kavach around us so that we are protected from all of this. Do we have all the fears listed? See, ghosts, insects, darkness, death, lizards, failure, stage, exams, being caught, being kidnapped, doing the wrong thing, punishment, right? All kinds of fears. So to protect us from all the fears, if we pray to her, will she come? Will she come? Yes. Guaranteed? Yes. Why? When devas prayed, did she come? Like that. Okay. So if we go to the next slide, here you see, remember this from last time? What is it? What's on the left side? Leftmost side? What is that? A brain. And this, and in the middle, you have the brain and the spinal cord. So you have to keep your back straight. In order to pray or meditate, you have to sit straight. Requirement number 1, right? If you don't sit straight, if you sit like a buffalo, you saw how the buffalo was sitting like this on the ground. So first you have to be clean, right? Bathe, dress properly, not be unclean like a buffalo. Sit straight, not sit hunched back like a buffalo. Sit straight. And then if you pray, you see that green spiral. What is that? A snake. Snake means power, Shakti. The Shakti is rising in the spinal cord. If you sit up straight, close your eyes and pray, which is what we're going to do now for 2 minutes. Okay? We're going to sit, pray, and what are we praying for? Protection. See this? Durga Kavach, for courage and protection. Courage means strength, power, to face fears so that we don't get afraid, and protection from all these elements that give us fear so that we never get scared again. Who wants to be fearless? Who wants to be fearless? Who wants to live in fear? Who wants to live in fear? Don't look here and there. Look inside yourself. Tell me, who wants to live in fear all the time? No one. No one wants to live in fear. Everyone wants to be fearless so that we can focus on our work and do well on our work. When you're afraid, like when you're afraid before exams, do you do well or do you not do well? What happens? When you're afraid, you don't do well. When you're focused, you do well, right? So you want to be fearless in life. You want to put forth effort, be fearless about the results, whatever that may be. But for that, you need Durga's blessing. So for that, we're going to now spend 2 minutes. I want to see everyone seated properly, sitting straight, without moving. You cannot move. You have to sit straight, with your back straight, neck straight, not looking here and there. You will not find Durga here and there. Where will you find her? Inside, exactly. Everyone knows the answer. She's inside you. So only if you turn inside will you find her and get her blessing. If you look outside, you will not get her blessing. And then you will be again scared of ghosts and vampires. Okay? So we'll just switch off the lights for 2 minutes and sit quietly. By closing your eyes, listen to the sound of the tanpura. Keep your back straight, neck in alignment with the back. Open chest, eyes turned inward, looking inside yourself. paying attention to the breath. We will invoke Durga Mata through prayer and meditation by using one of the Devi mantras. One of the forms of Durga is Chamunda. So we will chant a mantra and visualize inside yourself that the Devi Durga in the form of light is surrounding you, enveloping you like a shawl, like a blanket around you, protecting you from all dangers, giving you courage to face anything that may scare you. Imagine a kavach, an armor of light, light of Durga, light of the goddess, protecting you from all sides. Listen to the mantra carefully, and then we will chant it 10 times. To chant the mantra, we have to take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and then chant as we exhale the breath. First, listen carefully. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Vichye. Take a deep breath in and repeat with me. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Vichye. 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 Om Aim Hrim Klim
Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. Hey Giri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandinute Givaya Vindya Shiodini Vasini Vishnu Vilasi Jishnunute Bhagavati Heshiti Kantha Kutumbin Bhoi Kutumbin Bhoi Kathema Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Amya Kapadi Shaila Sute. Gently rub your hands. Place him on your eyes and your face. Slowly open your eyes. So now, just like the gods did, they found Durga within and then they gathered in a circle. They assembled in a circle and contributed their light to create a cosmic Durga. In the same way, we have to look around us. What is the Mahishasura around us? Let's give one example. See this? What is all this? Plastic. Just like Mahishasura destroyed nature, plastic destroys nature. It pollutes water, it pollutes air, and it pollutes land. Just like Mahishasura ruled the three worlds. Remember? Heaven, earth, and underground. Plastic rules all three worlds: land, water, and air. To destroy plastic, we have to come together and think of ideas. That's called brainstorming. Okay? Brainstorming. So now, teachers will take you in your groups, go quietly in a line, and then the problem that we're going to solve is that of plastic. What can we do to solve this problem of plastic? All of you have to think and then discuss amongst yourselves and then come up with practical solutions. Then we'll come on stage. You'll get an opportunity to come on stage and show what you have done in the next 20 to 30 minutes, okay? So quietly go in your groups.
किसी नशे के जैसी आदत पड़ी ये कैसी, प्लास्टिक से यारी गुलामी हुई हमारी। ओहो किसी नशे के जैसी आदत पड़ी ये कैसी, प्लास्टिक से यारी गुलामी हुई हमारी। ओहो किस तरह की नादानियां कर रहे हम, अपनी ही धरती में जहर भर रहे हम। किस तरह की नादानियां कर रहे हम, अपनी ही धरती में जहर भर रहे हम। कितना भी सच्चाई से बच जाएंगे, पर अपनों के ही कल को क्या दे जाएंगे। ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे ना, सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक्स को ना 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 ना। ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे ना, प्लास्टिक कचरे को कह दे ना 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 ना।
ऐसा नहीं है सारा प्लास्टिक खराब, गुड बैड प्लास्टिक्स का समझो हिसाब। प्लास्टिक की बॉटल्स को फेंके हम ना लूज, ऐसे गुड प्लास्टिक को करे हम रीयूज। लेकिन सब्जी की थैली जो है सिंगल यूज, ऐसे बैड प्लास्टिक को करे हम रिफ्यूज। रिसाइकल को बना दे नया ढंग, इस टूटे फूटे प्लास्टिक को दे दे नया रंग।
खुदा ने तुझको क्यों इतना खूब बनाया है, जहाँ की कर हिफाजत इसलिए बनाया है। खुदा ने तुझको क्यों इतना खूब बनाया है, जहाँ की कर हिफाजत इसलिए बनाया है। प्लास्टिक्स का हमने अंबार बनाया है, नदी समंदर में इसको कितना बहाया है। इस तरह की नादानियां कर रहे हम, अपनी ही धरती में जहर भर रहे हम। अब भी है वक्त संभल लेना तो फंस जाएंगे, इस प्लास्टिक्स के दलदल में हम फंस जाएंगे। ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे अब, ना कह दे ना।
So, this group used a beautiful song to demonstrate, because music and dance is a form of art, and we can express ourselves using music and dance and actions. So they used that, and they were trying to show how we can solve the social Mahishasura that we talked about, which is the plastic pollution. And what they were trying to show is people usually open the packet wrappers and throw it on the streets. And it's creating small pieces of plastics everywhere, so we should avoid doing that. Yeah? Collect all your plastic garbages and put it in the dustbin. Also, they showed how instead of using plastic tiffins, one should use steel tiffins. Replace your plastic with steel or any other substitute. And there was another team that showed, what did they show? Anybody has an idea over here? Who showed? There were two boys who were showing some action. किसी ने देखा? नहीं? यहाँ पे क्या दिखा रहे थे? क्या दिखा रहे थे? दियान? युक्तेश क्या दिखा रहे थे? Yes. Yes, they replaced plastic bags with cloth bags.
So today, as we know that we all are covering plastic pollution, right? So we have recycled the plastic, and we have used plastic materials like biscuit cans, then plastic bottles, curd box, oil can, and children have planted plants in that. We have planted seeds, and we have planted flower plant and money plant as well. So can you all see the plants here? Can you all see the plants here? So what we can do is we can recycle the plastic, okay, and we can do something productive out of it, and we have come up with the idea of planting a plant or a tree, whatever you all want.
So my students are spreading awareness of not using plastic bags, right? So they have made some of the paper bags which we can reuse it. So instead of using plastic bags, we can reuse paper bags. So one of the kids is showing we should not use plastic bags, right? So can you hand over this to yeah. So this is how they made our paper bags for spreading awareness that we should not use plastic bags. Thank you.
So all the students in our group, what they are doing is they are cleaning the floor, which symbolizes cleaning not only their home, but things around their home, their societies and public spaces. And Nirmal sir will
Bhakta